Hi, I am Dr. Ava Edwards, running for U.S. Senate in the great state of North Carolina in 2022. I want to inform and alarm my fellow Americans in the United States that insurance companies force patients to take generic drugs at their own risks. More than 80% of prescription drugs which are prescribed and authorized by the greedy HMOs are generics. The number increases to 94% of drugs prescribed if there is a generic drug available. Congress granted generic drug manufacturers full immunity from liability back in 2014. So we, the people, have to take generics at our own risk. These same generic drug manufacturers pay royalties to the parent companies who created drugs after the patent expires. And to make matters worse, 60 Minutes did a segment on fighting counterfeit drugs, ending up on U.S. pharmacy shelves all across the country. So there is no accountability. Big Pharma has been deregulated, costing American lives. Survivors often left disabled and scarred for life. The FDA is understaffed. As a senator, I would push for legislation creating jobs in the FDA sector to ensure the integrity of the U.S. prescription. GlaxoSmith pleaded guilty for marketing Zofran as safe for pregnant women to combat nausea during pregnancy. GlaxoSmith paid out a $3 billion fine. The U.S. government took $1.5 billion in fines, leaving $1.5 billion for victims of children born with cleft lip and palate, spina bifida, heart malformation, among other birth defects. Denmark studies, among others, proved Zofran was unsafe, so the $3 billion lawsuit was just a slap on the wrist. Business continues as usual. The U.S. physicians continue to prescribe the drug long past the lawsuit, and to date, many still do. So let's see, GlaxoSmithKline, how much are they pouring into our political campaign for both parties? A tip for any pregnant woman fighting morning sickness is to brew mint water as if it were tea and drink it throughout the day. This issue is deeply personal for my friend, as her son was born with a cleft lip and palate. When she went to seek representation, she was unable to find representation because she did not take the brand name. So, where are the 6% of these patients who have had children born with birth defects due to taking brand name Zofran to claim compensation? The majority of the victims are clearly the ones who took the generic name form, which is called ondansetron. So please support my campaign by visiting avaedwardsfornorthcarolina.com. With your support, I will do my best to fight on behalf of children and all Americans to shield my constituents from these traumas. I would like to give a shout out Dr. Anthony Wolf and his cleft lip and palate team out of Nicholas Children's